it's Ayana. Today I'm doing a 24-hour readathon, and I decided that I wanted to vlog it because, listen, I need some videos for September. Y'all know, like, fall is my time. If you've been subscribed to me on, like, my Ayana Reads, or you know you've been with me for a while, you know fall is my time to shine. But September, I never really have any video ideas. So, which reminds me, I need to start planning my October videos. Like, I need to get as many videos in as I can. So I'm gonna be doing a 24-hour readathon. This will probably be up, like, y'all know I like to like film a video and then upload it the next day. This one will probably be up like first week of September. It's the last week of August. This is probably like the second week of September, depending. No, the second week, because I have a video going up on the 5th. So this will be going up after the 5th. So currently it's August 30th. It's Wednesday. Me and my friend Jemiah, I met her through Book Talk, which is like, I made so many amazing friends through Book Talk. Like, I am so sad that I like was shitting on it for like so long, because I've met so many like amazing people, and it's just so quick and easy and fun. And I won't give up on BookTube or anything like that. It's just in case, you know, anybody was wondering, because I love filming. I love doing videos. Like, when I quit, I just realized how much I love making book content, even if I'm not like getting paid for it. It's just like a hobby that I love. I love the camera, I love myself, I love editing, like I love books. Like, come on now, come on. So yeah, I'm doing a 24-hour readathon. So I'm gonna be starting at 3, so I have 30 minutes. I'm currently watching my favorite TikTok streamer. She's so pretty. I love her content. But I just want to show y'all my TBR, and then we can get into it. Well, I need to charge my camera, but yeah, I have a package, so I want to open it with you guys. Also, I got a microphone for my TikToks. I probably won't use them on my videos, just because recording, my camera doesn't have a microphone, so I have to record on my phone. I have to clap to make sure it syncs, and I have to sing. I don't have time for all that shit. I'm sorry. So y'all just gonna have to deal with this content and this whatever fucking microphone this camera gives me. It's a good camera. The microphone, the sound doesn't sound bad. I actually don't understand why people use microphones, but whatever. I just think they're cool, and I like something. I just think I look cool with them. But I'm not about to be doing that shit with my YouTube videos. Like, I'm sorry. Ugh. Huh? This is not the book that I ordered. Oh my gosh, this is a gift. Somebody bought me a gift. Wow. My dumb ass. Oh, this is from Jasmine. Oh, she's so sweet. She had to put all her damn Twitter accounts, all her damn accounts on here. Oh, Jasmine is so sweet. I love her. And she got me one of my favorite books. Ugh, I wanted this book so bad. I love this book. This book is so good. Like, one of the best, which I said this about every reverse harem that I ever read, but no, actually one of the best reverse harems that I've ever read. Like, this is so good. I fucking love this book, especially because it's vampire, perfect for October. Like, dude, she's so sweet. I'm gonna have to make a, I definitely thought this was the book that I ordered though, so, because I was waiting on my book to come in today, and I was gonna read it for my 24-hour readathon. And now I don't know what I'm gonna read first, so there's that. She's so sweet. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. It's just like, it's so crazy because last year, like, I didn't have any friends really. I really didn't get any gifts, which is like fine. It's fine that I didn't get anything. Like, that's totally fine. But it's just like, I felt unloved last year. Like, you know, like, not that many people, like, people I didn't know was telling me happy birthday, but like, not that many people that I know told me happy birthday. Like, I'm gonna have to put this in the back. There's no like page. Well, I guess I can put it on the front. Which is like, I felt so unloved last year, and this year I did the exact same thing I did last year, which was like absolutely fucking nothing. And to like get so many like birthday wishes and gifts from like my friends, and these are friends that, like, well, not Jasmine. Jasmine's been my friend for a minute, but like, these are friends that I've made like within the last month, like buying me gifts. Like, that is just so, I feel so loved. You know, like, it just feels nice to feel loved, I guess. So yeah, she got me a quart of the Vampire Queen. But let's get into my TBR. So the book that I was waiting on was called, like, I Really Prefer Not to Talk, or something like that. What is it called? Hold on. It's I Really Prefer Not to Be Here With You, and it's supposed to be short stories. I got this as a recommendation from One of my friends on BookTok, her name is Bex, Books with Bex. She said this is like Black Mirror meets The Twilight Zone, and I love like anything Black Mirror. And she started reading like the first sentence of, or she started like describing, like literally one sentence of her describing like what happened, and I immediately like went to go check my library, and my library didn't have it, so I just bought it. I was like, okay, I'll just buy it, and hopefully I like it. I'm not much of a short story girl. Like, I don't think I've read any short stories. Like, I literally have, that's not it, that's not the book I was looking for. I literally have Alone Out Here, or Out Here, and this is supposed to be like Black Mirror short stories, but I just never got into it. It's just something about short stories that I just don't care for. But they was like, oh, this is like Black Mirror, so I bought it. But I'm just scared this is just gonna be okay, and I'm just gonna be pissed. But maybe I'll read this in placement of the other book. I'm gonna look up some reviews on TikTok, to be honest. Ugh, I become such a TikTok girl. Like, this is sad. So anyways, let's get into my TBR. So this is my TBR. I have A Lesson in Vengeance because me and Jemiah were talking about, we read If We Were Villains, and it was so, first of all, it was so much fun like reading If We Were Villains, because she read it and then I read it, and I was not expecting to like it, and she wasn't expecting me to like it, and I'm obsessed with it, and the book has changed me as a person. And I was like, I love Be Gay Do Crime Dark Academia books, and I was like, you know what I have that's a Be Gay Do Crime Dark Academia book? A Lesson in Vengeance. I don't know if she's doing crime, but I do know it's Be Gay and Dark Academia, so I will be reading this. Dude, my cover got water damage, so I'm a little sad about that, but it's like really, this will make some good ASMR. If I got into my ASMR bag, this will make some good ASMR. But yeah, it's about this girl who goes to, first of all, I was reading the description and I found out she was in high school, and I was kind of pissed, I'm not gonna lie, because you know I don't really care for high school stories. But it's about this girl, she's in high school, she goes to a boarding school, so I'll let it slide. I'll read it. She goes to a boarding school, and her girlfriend has been murdered, and there's other girls who have been murdered too, and there's just like something like witchy and weird going on. So I'm definitely gonna be like checking this out. And then I have one for my enemy, which is like Romeo and Juliet but witches. So I'm really trying to get into like the witchy Dark Academia vibe. I'm really trying to get into my fall bag, right? So I want to read this. And then I also have Trust in the Emerald Sea, because I want something like, I want to read this one by the end of August. Like, I want to, this just reminds me of like the end of August. Like, this just feels like watching the sunset, like it's warm outside, you're just doing like a little picnic outside reading a book, or like you live on or by a beach and you're just sitting on the beach. It's like a cloudy day though, like it's not like a hot day, so it's not like a lot of people there. It's like it's warm but it's cloudy, and you're just sitting on the beach and you just have this book with you. Like, that's what this book feels like, I assume. I don't know, that's what it looks like. Okay, so it just feels like an end of summer book, so I definitely want to check this out. And I have the audiobook, it's about 12 hours long. I also have the ebook to A Lesson in Vengeance, just in case. And then The Queen of Blood, which I've been reading Sarah Beth Durst for years. She's not like one of my favorite authors. I've read a lot of her books. One of my favorite books by her was like, well, not one of my favorite, one of my first books by her was like Drink Slay Love, after I watched this Lifetime movie, and the book was shit. The book was crazy. The movie was shit because it was a Lifetime movie, but it had one of my favorite like actors in it. It had a couple of my favorite actors in it, and it was just like a fun little vampire like movie. I just wish it wasn't on Lifetime, because I think it would have done better. Like, that movie is so unknown. So after I watched that, I had to read, that came out in like 2017, so I think, so after I watched that, because I wanted to make that movie like my personality, but like nobody gave a fuck about it, nobody really talked about it, like it didn't really have any fans because it was on Lifetime, like nobody knew what the fuck I was talking about when I talked about this movie, right? So I just read the book because I was like, I needed more. The book was ass. Don't know how that got adapted. Don't know how that got adapted. So then I started reading her because I started noticing she became more popular on like BookTube. So I started getting into her, and she's like, I don't know, she's okay. She has some really good concepts, but like in reality, like they're fine. So anyways, this book is about this world where spirits lurk in the woods and they can kill people, and so there are women who can like wield magic to like stop these spirits. So when you do that, you go to this school, and it's sort of like a school. Like, it doesn't take place in a school a good part of the time, but it has a school, and I love anything that has a school, and I'll check it out. I just owned this book for years, so I just need to see if I need to get rid of this book, or if I want to buy the rest of the series and continue on, or if it's just like a okay, like I'll read this, you know, like I'll read it type of book. I don't know. So yeah, this is my TBR. Very short for me, but these are fantasy books, and so I don't want to actually like I don't actually want to put too much on myself with these fantasy books, because like fantasy takes a little bit longer. Like if this were contemporary, oh, I would have like 10 books, but these are fantasy books and they take a little bit, not a little bit longer, but I don't know. I just like, I don't know. We'll just see how much I get through. We'll see if I can finish this vlog. And I'm going to be doing the kind of 24-hour readathon where you have a clock. So this will probably like, and you like pause the clock. I'm going to pause the clock whenever I'm not reading. So this is going to take me a bit probably. Like I'm probably not going to be done until like, I'm not even going to lie, Thursday night. But yeah, let's just get into it. So yeah, I spent a lot of time talking, but let's just get into it.
Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, do it to you. Let me do you like Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, do it to you. Let me do you like Childish Gambino, got that swagger. All these pussy niggas round here don't matter. All that I know is that I wanna dance with ya. Moving closer before I gon' kiss ya. Know that you know me, don't act stupid. You seems different, tired of these groupies. I'm on fire, won't find bigger. Got big shots saying that's that nigga. Hobie with glasses, Weezy for geeky. Girls in the lobby trying to meet me. I ain't afraid to say yeah, I love you.
I dropped my camera earlier and it took so long to come on. I'm like about to cry. Like, first of all, this camera's already discontinued. Okay, second of all, I do not have the money. I do not have the funds that I had when I bought this camera. Okay, so I can't just rebuy another, like a new one, a newer one. It couldn't be a new one because this is discontinued, so it had to be a different camera completely. And I love this camera, even though I get 15 minutes of talking time before it overheats. Other than that, this camera is amazing. I would just, anyways. So I finished A Lesson in Thorns. I'm gonna be giving this 4 out of 5 stars. I thought this book was really fun. Actually, I thought it was really good. It is dark academia. It is about this girl who her girlfriend died. Her girlfriend died at this school, and she goes to a boarding school, and so there's like this history at this boarding school where these girls called the Dalloway Five were all murdered, and they think it's due to like witchcraft, and she thinks her girlfriend was also murdered due to witchcraft. So she comes back to the school and she ends up working with this girl who's her now roommate, and they end up like working together to figure out like what happens. And the girl who's a roommate also is like an author. She's like a young prodigy, and so she's like trying to like write her own story, so she's like using it for writer like inspiration or whatever. And so yeah, I thought this book was like fun. They talked about like tarot, which I like. They talked about tarot accurately, which I also like, but it's just like very like witchy and spooky, but like casual witchy, like, you know, like contemporary, like I don't know, like tarot cards, tea leaf reading, palm reading, like all things that I do. Well, I don't do tea leaves or palm reading, but I would if I took the time to learn. But yeah, I thought it was like really fun. It's sapphic. The only thing is that I think that the ending felt very flat for me. Also, this is very Do Revenge coded. If you've ever seen Do Revenge and you've read this book, you might, I don't know if this is like a very popular book, but this is Do Revenge coded. Okay, but no, I liked it. I had fun. I'm just like, the ending was just a little flat. Like I was like, oh, that's it, you know, like once I got to the last page. But yeah, this is very good, and I'll be interested to see what else this author writes. And now I'm gonna move on to either Trust in the Emerald Sea or One for My Enemy. I'm probably gonna start Trusting the Emerald Sea because I'm gonna go wash the dishes, and so I'm probably gonna listen to this is the only book I can get on audio, so I'll listen to the audiobook. But I kind of want to start One for My Enemy because I love how this, like, I love how these look in the light. I also want to start One for My Enemy because it's a short book, like in height, you know, it's short, but this is also 400 pages, whereas this is long and 300 pages. So I think it'll take me the same amount of time to read both of these books, to be honest. But I'm really in the mood after reading A Lesson in Vengeance. I'm really in like the dark mood, and so I feel like this would fit this a lot more, which is why I want to pick it up. Whereas this one just seems like a light, fun fantasy, and this one just seems like dark and witchy, and like it picks up right, you know, where I would leave off on A Lesson in Vengeance. But I have an audiobook for this, so I'm gonna wash the dishes and listen to my audiobook. So I'll probably read this one and then get back into the dark mood, and then end the readathon off with this. My other book never came in today, so I guess we won't be reading that, but this is my next read. Where did I put my bookmark? Ever since I dropped my camera, it just takes a little bit to turn on. And like seeing it glitch. I'm probably gonna need a new camera. Ugh. I knew not to take this damn camera outside. It was for the aesthetic. And anyways. I finished Trust of the MOC. I'm giving this 3 out of 5 stars. I thought this book was fine. I don't know how I keep getting tricked into reading cozy fantasy, but I promise you guys I am not seeking them out. Like, I don't like when people like read genres that they know they don't like. And it's like, it's a certain extent to it, because like sometimes I read genres that I know I don't like because I want to like it, but like I try not to get on here and complain after I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people do that. Like, when they read a genre like if they normally don't read and they get on there and they just complain. It's just so annoying. So I try not to do that, right? I'm not perfect. I might do that, but it's something I don't like, so I try not to do it. So I don't seek out cozy fantasy. Like, when I first was trying out cozy fantasy, of course I was, you know, reading them to see if I would like that genre because I really wanted to, and I just don't like the genre. And then I kept reading them because I'm like, okay, I really want to like it, and I just don't. Right now I know, like, after, I want to say, what's that tea in the book, and what, the one with the like bar, the one with the coffee, the fantasy book with the coffee, I don't know, the one with the ogre and the coffee, I don't remember what that book is called. After I read that book, I was like, you do not like cozy fantasy. This is the last one you're reading, right? So I know that I don't like cozy fantasy, so I don't pick it up. So anything I picked up after that was because like the book actually sounded like something I would like, or I didn't know it was cozy fantasy. And so in my case, I did not know this was cozy fantasy. Like, it's supposed to be like The Princess Bride, which I've never seen, so I feel like that also plays a part in like why I didn't enjoy it that much, or not really actually. But so this is about, okay, so this is about this girl who is in love with this boy, and the boy is like set on this like dangerous, I don't want to call it a mission, but he's sent on like this like death wish ass like journey, right? And nobody cares enough about him to do anything about it. And the main character is in love with him. She decides, okay, well, nobody cares, so I'll do it. So she goes on this adventure. And I want to tell you, like, the first, I want to say 100, and maybe that's stretch, but we'll just say the first 100. The first 100 pages, well, the first 50 pages of this book were so good. You start to meet this character, you start to see that she's in love with this boy, you start to see why she's in love with this boy. It was funny in the beginning. Oh my gosh, I thought this joke that I genuinely laughed out loud at. It like shows her relationship with her parents, and like even before she goes on the journey, she discusses it with her parents, like, is it a good idea? And her dad is actually the one that convinces her to go. And I just thought it was so genius. And I thought I was gonna like it because it's like, it has pirates, and she basically becomes a pirate and gets on this ship to save the guy that she loves. But it's like, once she steps foot on the ship, everything gets boring. Everything from there on, I just got so bored. And it just reminds me why I don't like cozy fantasy. Like, it's just something about cozy fantasy that just bores me out of my fucking mind. But if you're wondering how I finished the book, because I know a lot of times when I talk about like continuing on a book that I didn't like or whatever, I listened to the audiobook. So I did chores and listened to the audiobook. Like I said, I washed dishes, I like cleaned the kitchen, I like sat in the kitchen. I feel like this kind of fucked up the energy here too, because I was having like I was on a roll with the Lesson of Vengeance. Like, I liked that book, and then I was like, I should have read One for My, but I feel like I'm scared I'm not gonna like One for My Enemy as well, because I did not like the Alice 6. I didn't like her YA romance that she has, but those are like, those are different, right? So I'm done with this, moving on, right? 2 books down, 2 more to go. So oh man, left my bookmark in here from when I was listening to the audiobook. I am here to close off the book. And I also went back to curly hair, as we can see. I feel like my hair just switched up. Like, in the next few videos I have, or the most recent videos I have, my hair switches up like a lot. I love it. I love switching up my hair. It's so fun. If I could grow hair like in like 2 minutes, I would have like my hair down in my butt one day. up to my ears the other day, down to my knees the next day. Like, anyways, I'm here to end this vlog. The 24-hour readathon failed. I actually ended up having a hair crisis. I ended up ending it because I just did not know what I wanted to do with my hair. Like, I ended up going back to curly because I was not liking the long hair anymore, and I didn't want to keep my hair straight because my hair was like, I don't like silk presses. I don't like how they look on me. I like a blowout look, and my hair was not giving blowout, and I just didn't like it. I also cut the split end, so it wasn't like as long as I liked it. And then I went back to curly hair, but I didn't have any heat damage, but I didn't like how my hair was looking. My hair was looking like very stringy at the end. So what I did was I cut it. My hair grows fast. My hair is still like pretty long, like, you know, it's still giving inches. So yeah, but I was gonna cut my hair. I was gonna cut my hair to like here. Girl, I would not have, like, I literally was like, how would I look with your hair? I was gonna cut my hair to here. Luckily, I just figured out something else that I can do that works better for my hair, because it looked looking very like stringy. And so I just did a lot of research, and it's just that my hair wasn't getting a lot of moisture. And I also just took a pick and I like picked the ends, because that's where, like, I need to sit down. We live and we learn. And now I'm going to be moving on. I'm still uploading this one because I did like this vlog. I had a lot of fun with it, even though I only read 2 books. The last vlog, the last one for marathon I did was a fail too. The next one will be a success. The one I did at Christmas was so fucking good and successful. I need that. But this one will be the next one will be a success, okay? I guarantee you that. Guarantee that. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.